So top 5 acne causing foods. So I've been pretty much acne free for 5 years since 2010 with little detox at the beginning, and I pretty much eat high carbohydrate, low fat, vegan diet all the time. So let's get straight into it. Number 1 causing food for acne would be dairy, and many people who are suffering with acne would agree on this. Since I started looking for different diets in 2008, the dairy came up everywhere on pretty much every website as number 1 because dairy contains pus, which pretty much comes out of your skin. It contains lots of hormones like insulin growth factor 1, and it's just not very natural for our body to drink milk from other species. It doesn't matter if it's from cows, goat, sheep, whatever, it's all the same. It's all gonna cause you acne. Give up not just milk, give up dairy, give up cheese and whey protein, all the products that contain dairy pretty much you have to give up. So upon giving up dairy I noticed a huge improvement, but I still had acne. I was trying the paleo diet and that didn't work. So I would say the second food would be meat, especially the fattier kind of meats. But even the lean meat would give you acne, like fish, because it contains lots of toxins and like mercury, which gonna come out of your skin again. It contains lots of hormones again, and animal protein can also clog up your pores as well. So I would just give up meat, not only for health reasons but also for ethical reasons. But upon giving up meat, which also takes lots of digestion and creates a lot of toxins, I would say meat is the second food that's causing the acne, especially the fattier kinds of meat as I mentioned. But if you eat lean meats, you didn't win. Lots of acne as well. So number 3 would be oils and foods that contain oil. Like if you go to a restaurant, they would add more oil. And I notice if I go sometimes to vegan restaurant, I try to limit it for like once, twice per week now. I would notice some breakouts like one day or a few days later. So unless you really sweat it out, the oils, it's gonna come out of your skin eventually as in the form of acne. So doesn't matter if it's olive oil or canola, any healthy oils, the fat you eat is pretty much gonna come out of your skin and clog up your pores. So I try to avoid all kinds of oils. So 4th would be like processed foods and foods that don't have like fiber in them. Like if you eat just like bread, and stuff without fiber, like the sandwiches and all these kind of processed things that don't have much fiber in it, it's definitely gonna take much time. Like for example, if you just rice by itself, it doesn't have much fiber, so it can be considered as a processed food. But if you add like vegetables to it, it's not so bad. But definitely try to avoid processed foods for clearer skin. Or if you eat stuff like rice or pasta, try to add more vegetables to it. And the 5th group of foods, it's the high protein foods. So I would notice that, for example, if you focus too much on protein, like if you make your plate and there is more beans than rice, I would definitely notice breakouts. Or if you eat more chickpeas, stuff like that, soy, like tofu, if you eat more tofu than rice, definitely not in a good way. So try to focus more on high carbohydrates versus high protein foods, because again, it takes lots of digestion and creates more toxins which gonna come out of your skin. It's not as bad as oils, but I would definitely notice little breakouts if I would have more protein, like more tofu and soy and beans in my diet. So these are my top top 5. Um, there is also sixth, which is like over fats. Um, so I'll just make it 6. But I didn't notice much when I eat like durian. Um, for example, I don't notice as much breakouts as when I would eat like oils and stuff, or when I would eat, for example, nuts and seeds. I just can't stuff myself with nuts and seeds anymore like before. But I know people who are just starting out diet like can pretty much overeat on lots of roasted nuts, and there's oil even in that, salt. So that's definitely not good. So try to stay away, especially at the beginning when you don't know how to control your overt fats. Like I'm at the point now where I can have pretty much half or all durian for dinner and wouldn't notice much breakouts. Um, but at the beginning, definitely try stay away from the overt fats like durian, avocados, um, nuts and seeds. What else is there? I think that's about it. So try to stay away from those foods. Hope this helps. If you're still struggling with acne, watch my next video. If you're wondering what foods you should eat and what other things you should do to improve your acne.